Today, I'd like to share with you a little bit about some self-care for the neck, some maybe help to support some tension or pain that you may have in the neck. And sometimes we focus on the neck in a structural way, where we're really addressing the muscles right around the neck. But sometimes neck pain can be because of an organ and the lack of an organ to have some mobility. All of our organs to have communication efficiently and effectively, we want them to have some glide with the structures around them. And so sometimes that means another organ, sometimes that means our structure. So bringing the relationship in with an organ to our vertebral bodies or our spine of the neck might be helpful. So today we want to focus on the heart and its relationship actually to the lower neck. And then I think for me, that translates into the rest of the neck because it's all connected. It's all connected everywhere. But the heart is a very unique organ in so many ways. But one of the things I love about it is that it is suspended by these ligaments. And some of those ligaments attach to your sternum, your front kind of chest bone. And then another ligament attaches to C6 and C7, which is the base of your neck back here. And so sometimes if that heart or the ligaments around the heart are being pulled, then that can affect the mobility and ease that you have in the rest of the neck and the head. The heart also rests and is attached to the diaphragm with some of this ligamentous system. So if you think about the heart and the diaphragm, even when you take a deep breath and that diaphragm widens out, it gently pulls on the heart so that the heart takes a little ride as you inhale. And as you exhale, that diaphragm comes back up into its relaxed or shortened position, and the heart comes back up as well. So sometimes if that gets a little sticky, the heart can feel like it's being pulled down, which also pulls on some of this neck, and it may create excess tension anywhere in that area. So today we're gonna focus on our heart. So you may wanna touch it, you may wanna tap it, this area right around your sternum. It's between ribs 2 to 5, and it sits just slightly to the left, but mostly in the center, giving it a little rub. Notice if you can feel the front of your heart and the back of your heart, the left and the right of your heart, the top and the bottom of the heart. So we're getting a real dimensional sense of how that heart sits in our rib cage and attached, suspended with all of these different ligaments. So in that heart movement, let's take a little bit of movement of the spine forward, allowing the heart to rest forward on your sternum, and then a little bit of movement back and allowing the heart to rest back on the esophagus back there and the spine. You could play with that movement for a little while, noticing the flow or maybe lack of flow. And as you continue, just this slight bit of movement, maybe adding your breath if that feels like a support to your body, noticing the weightedness of that heart coming forward and back. Then of course we could notice it also in a side-to-side position. So allowing the heart to rest onto one side of your lungs, and then the other side, allowing the weight of the heart to drop down into the other side of the lungs, and playing with that gentle movement of this glide of the heart in different dimensions. So now coming back up to the heart and its relationship with the back of the neck, playing with this connection or this feeling of the movement of that heart in relationship to the movement of your cervical spine or your head and neck. And here's where we might want to simply play. You could do any kind of movement that feels good, feels comfortable. You may want to play with a little figure 8 movement of your sternum of your heart, noticing how that affects your movement of your head and your neck. This is your time to get curious in your own body of what that relationship feels like. And if it feels too much for your hands to be on the back of your neck or head for too long, then simply imagine them there. Sometimes that feedback from our hands helps our brain recognize and come into relationship. But maybe it's just easier for you to play with that head and heart and neck relationship without the hand giving you the feedback. So as you continue to play, maybe this takes you into more interesting movement or movement with your arms and your legs and your hips and pelvis. Play with it. Notice how the initiation of the heart may begin to free up the rest of the spine. And let me know what you find. Enjoy.